This is going to be episode 15 in Black People This Is Why, a masterclass on how to conduct yourself when you have any type of run-in or interaction with police. I started this series about 2 years ago, but I had stopped it. And, I was trying to get off into a lot of other things. But I had to revisit it this year recently. And I started it back. And I named it Black People This Is Why, not just for shock value, but also for these reasons. Black people, this is why things go left before they go right when you have run-ins with police or law enforcement. Black people, this is why you see that 30-minute clip of a black person being the victim of excessive force, right? Which is legal in certain situations, right? But you see that 30-second clip of a 30-minute situation and you create judgment, you share it on your Facebook page with your caption of, oh my God, this is how they do us, and you get overly emotional. And you didn't watch the 30-minute video or however long the situation actually was. And that's put out like that to keep y'all angry and not use critical thinking skills. Critical thinking skills would say, first, before I make any type of comment, let me see what happened. Let me see what they did right, what they did wrong, so I can teach my children that, and also I can do it myself. Because in a lot of these videos, it's adults acting this way. So I would imagine how their child would act. I digress. But what I'm saying is that's why I made this series, and that's why I gave it this name. Because again, excessive force in certain situations, not immediately, but again, sometimes things go left before they go right because black people have been trained to hate police. When you have bad police, absolutely. But I would put my neck on the chopping block to say you have more good police than bad police. And some police are just at a point now where they not having it, bro. They sick and tired of being over scrutinized for doing the right thing. Or when somebody put them in a situation, they have to use excessive force, like I say, which is legal in certain situations, which is, such as, but not limited to, the severity of the crime, the immediacy of the threat to the person, another person, or the officer, actively resisting arrest or attempting to invade by flight. So it's certain legally right that they have to use excessive force. And a lot of times, these things could have been completely avoided if people would just know how to conduct themselves when they haven't run in with police officers or any type of law enforcement. And so I started this series for the main objective is to show people, and hopefully they show their children, this is how you conduct yourselves. And I use these videos of people and I show you what they did right and what they did wrong. And how if you're in the same situation, you cannot do the wrong things because you never know how it can turn out. You can be tased. You might get away and go laugh and talk about it. You might even be fatally shot. These are the things that happen when you play stupid games. You only can win stupid prizes. But I'm not going to, without further ado, let's get into this video of today. I don't think this one is a long one. We're going to see what this individual did right, what she did wrong. Without further ado, let's play it. Okay, as you can see, 5 seconds in this video, this is getting ugly. But I digress. Let's continue.
Trying to run me over. Somebody! Stop the car! Stop my car! I can't! Put the car in drive. For now. Is that a car? Put the car in Get in the car. Get in the car. I can't understand anyone that's on that team. Is Get in the car!
Let's get this understood. Police officers are not God walking this earth. They're not Jesus. They are human beings just like you. Whatever job you do. I don't care if you work at a Fortune 500 company. I don't care if you work at McDonald's. Anytime somebody give you a hard time doing your job and then ask for favors, 9 times out of 10 it's not going to happen. So this, as we seen, of course, we're going to get in deep into it. We only 30 seconds in. This woman tried to run off from the cop in a vehicle where she could have hurt other people, even including herself. And now she's in the back of police cars asking for favors. Can she get her phone? And I'm sure she's probably going to shed a tear or two. But let's continue.
Get in the car.
On July 3rd, 2023, at about 8 p.m. in Lauderhill, Florida, a police officer pulled over a woman who was allegedly driving recklessly. Without warning, the situation quickly evolved into pure chaos. As a result of the altercation that would ensue, a litany of criminal charges would be filed.
You got a driver's license?
Yes, I do.
Any reason why you're driving recklessly like that?
I'm trying to get to my mom.
And in this situation, it's a black cop. But let's continue.
Does not matter, man.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You get your driver's license. Get your driver's license. You pulled out in front of that white van, almost caused an accident. You're flying down 44th Street.
I know, but before then, you didn't pull me over.
What do you mean before that I didn't pull you over? What do you mean?
Pull me over.
When?
I noticed when I got to the light and I stopped at the light.
Okay.
You did not pull me over, but as soon as the light turned green,
Yeah.
and I waited, that's when you pulled me over.
Absolutely. What's the issue with that? I have it lawfully. I can do that. You have your driver's license?
Okay, can you meet me at my house? Thank you.
No.
You don't have
Give me
to
your driver's
write-
license.
You don't have to write
Ma'am?
that. You don't have to write to do that.
Alpha 12. Send me a 94. Stop the car!
Now, I don't think that I have to really say what she did wrong in this video. And I don't think, hopefully, because we understand that we have an epidemic going on in America called the mental health epidemic. They have a lot of people walking this planet right now, functioning that's mentally ill. And it's one little thing that makes them go over the edge. It can be something small, something big, but we never know. And for this woman to do this to an officer, clearly she's not right in the head. But again, she made a very bad decision. I was going to stop the video when she started going verbally with the officer, because this is what we have to understand. And I say this in my videos, and I'm going to always say this. Whenever an officer pull you over, right, the best thing you need to do, you got three options. You can go to jail if you did something wrong. You can get you a citation, or you can get dealt with. That's your three options. And so, but you knowing this, because you should be an adult, you're an adult with all your health and strength in your right mind. What I mean by in your right mind, you're able to, because some people so many, they can't even be out on their own operating a motor vehicle. So clearly she have some type of screws loose, but she's, again, one of these people who have mental issues, but they're functioning in society, and you don't know until it's too late that they had mental illness problems. Or maybe you do know, but it's a family member and they grown. So, I mean, what can you actually do besides pray for them, which helps? However, now when you deal, so we understand that these are the three things can happen. You're either going to get dealt with, which can lead to being tased, killed, anything, whatever the cop got to do to make sure he go home to his family. Right? No matter how you look at it, right or wrong, because again, legally he has right to do certain things. Right? Or you're going to get you a ticket, or if you got some drugs on you or something, and you know you're going to jail. That's the three things. So when you get pulled over by these people, we have to move, and I tell this to people every day, we have to move with a purpose in any and everything we're doing. Right? And so we have to understand that once we're pulled over by the cop, we can argue with him. We can tell him, oh, you pulled me over because I'm black, or in this situation, the officer is black, so she can't use that. However the situation may be, the cop is not going to tell you, you know what, you're right, and whatever you're saying, my bad, I shouldn't have pulled you over, have a nice day. That's not happening. So once they pull you over, it doesn't pay for you to argue. You need to move with a purpose, get to the issue. Okay, I'm pulled. What am I being pulled over for, officer? Which is, I'm sure he's going to tell you why anyway. Well, you did this. Okay, so what's the next thing? I want your license registration. Give him the license registration. If you don't have it, tell him. And let's get this process moving. All this loose lipping and arguing and telling what he didn't do at the red light, that's irrelevant. Because what you're doing is, just like if you're at whatever employment that you're at, What now begins to happen is it's like you're challenging his position. And any position you work in, like I said, it doesn't matter where you work. Whatever you do, you've probably been doing it for a while. You like what you do or you don't like what you do, but you do it for a living. Listen, you don't want nobody challenging your position, whatever position you're in. Doesn't have to be an authoritative figure like a law enforcement. And so we have to treat people, the golden rules to treat people how we want to be treated. But I understand, like I say, I feel in my heart, bless her heart, that she's going through mental health issues just the way she act. Why would you try to drive up on a cop? You know this is not going to end well, sweetheart. But anyways, so I'm about to continue with the video, but I just wanted to say that y'all arguing with the police and doing all this with the police, that's not going to make him change his mind. So the best thing you can do is get this over with as quick as possible and be on your way to jail or back home with a ticket. But what's about to happen to her, no one knows. But let's continue. And the thing, but I'm going to stop. Let's continue.
Stop the car. 94. Send me a 94. Black female trying to run me over. Yeah, stop the car. Stop my car. Put the car in drive. Give me a 94 now. Put the car in
Right now, new Bet365
Yeah,
customers spend $5 and get $200 in bonus.
Eastbound traffic.
As you seen, she almost hit this other officer that was coming toward them because she didn't hit the tree. Could have hurt herself, could have hurt anybody. But let's continue.
Almost ran me off the road.
No one was seriously injured in the accident that is reflected in the footage you're about to witness. The officer races back to his car and follows in pursuit while radioing for help. But as it turns out, the woman's escape is cut short by her own reckless driving.
Now look what didn't happen. Look what didn't happen. You ruined your vehicle. You probably hurt. I don't know. Hopefully you're not. But I'm guessing you're not because we see in the beginning of the video, she's in the back of the police car arguing. But you totally lost your vehicle. Look like it set on fire, everything. I don't know. And this is the part where people is going to drive by, see her being pulled out of the car. Because I'm sure he's about to snatch her out of the car. Because you just almost hurt people. You got this officer going through all of this when all he wanted to do was get your license and registration and see why you was driving reckless. You brought this on yourself and then play victim, and this is how you react. So now this is the point where she get pulled out of her car, and because she's black people drives by. This is what I'm telling you. This is the point this is the picture I'm trying to paint. So black people gonna pass by liberal white people, and they gonna record, and they gonna go on their Facebook page and say, look how we treated. They treat us like animals. They gonna call him what they say about they gonna say he even though he black, he's suffering from white supremacy syndrome and all kind of stuff. They didn't see the part where she almost hit him. She almost hit the other cop in the vehicle. She's running from him to the point where she wrecked. They not gonna see none of that. They not gonna care. And they gonna see a 30-second clip of her getting pulled out of the car because the police is upset. And they gonna post it on social media, and a whole bunch of other drones who have no critical thinking, overly emotional, gonna pass judgment on that. And that's gonna and then they're gonna say, this is why we hate cops. And then when they get pulled over by a cop, then they have the black leaders, these so-called black leaders like Benjamin Crump, Ambulance Chaser, Jesse Jackson, Al Sharpton, who love situations like this because they know that they can monetize it, right? They can monetize this. So they not going to tell you, hey, look, that's why they don't tell you. You never hear these people tell you. If you notice, you never hear none of these black, even Barack Obama, you never hear none of them telling y'all what not to do when y'all get pulled over by police. All they do is jump out there whenever something do happen, because that's why they don't want y'all to stop. They don't want y'all to stop. They want y'all to continue to do this to get them so they can always have some situation to use for them to have more power and more wealth. So they can sue, they can get, even if they lose the lawsuit, because it's come to find out your actions warranted these cops' behavior, they still can get fame, and it make people with no brain think, hey, they actually love us and they actually care for us. Nobody cares for you unless they tell you what you're doing wrong and how to fix it. Them always coming to your defense it's not mean they love you. Love is telling somebody, look, y'all got to stop doing this when police get pulled over, when y'all get pulled over by the police. Y'all have to stop overreacting and comply. Well, what about, I don't want to hear about majority of time, I would say 99.9% of the time you get pulled over by the police, if you comply, everything is going to go smoothly. And I know this from experience. I'm a black man with tattoos and dreads, and I've been pulled over by police everywhere under the Mason-Dixon line, and I've never had a situation. It been times when I was riding dirty in the past, because I talked to them the right way, my car didn't even get searched. So I know you're not going to tell me different. So you could tell these people in these colleges, these liberal white people and these blacks that never been put over by police, that go to these colleges and get this stuff pushed on them like, hey, y'all really hated by the cops. And again, people who will post this 30-second video that she probably about to get pulled out of their car, they'll post stuff like that to feed their narrative of cops hate black people. And black people, when they get pulled over by cops, by them knowing that and seeing videos like that, they already have an attitude with the cops, which is why I said in the beginning of the video, black people, this is why a lot of time when you get pulled over by police, things go left before they go right, because you got an attitude from something you seen on social media without full context. You don't have full context of what this woman just did. All you see is the cop pulling her out of the car excessively, which he has the legal right to do in this situation. But let's continue.
The car! Get out the car! Get out! Get out! I'm walking the seatbelt. Go to the other side.
Look at this. Look at this.
I'm walking the seatbelt. No. Give me a knife. Give me a knife. Get out the car. Get out the car.
I can't. Oh. Oh. I can't breathe.
You're gonna.
Now I will admit he should have been gentle with her, because she's a woman, number one. But number two, this woman just got in a wreck, and you don't really know her injuries or how she feel. But this is the issue with that. You already got this man adrenaline running. So now he's in straight rogue police mode. And he's right legally to do that. I'm saying from a human perspective, he should have been a little bit more nicer, a little bit more gentle. She just got in a car accident that she caused on herself. And she's a woman. But again, in that situation, I don't know if I would have reacted that way. Maybe I would have been a little rough too, because you just put everybody in danger, me, my officer, people, civilian, because you're negligent. So now I'm rough with you. Get out of the damn car. But let's continue.
Jail. Stand up.
Look at that man. Total lost of car.
Get up. Get up.
Another black cop.
As you can see, the woman's car rolled and her airbags deployed. While it's not immediately known to officers if she suffered any injuries as a result of the crash, they don't wait for paramedics to arrive before removing her from her vehicle. Their primary concerns at this point are ensuring the scene and the suspect are secured. Part of doing so is making certain that the suspect isn't able to obtain a weapon. While the suspect claims that she's unable to breathe, she continues to speak and yell, which confirm that she is able to breathe.
Go. Get purse.
No.
Open the door. Move again.
Now, as you've seen, they have some black people standing on the side. And these are the black people who's going to post on their social media the end of what happened. As I said in my opening, they're going to post 30 seconds of a 30-minute situation and form a narrative and feed other people's narrative of of cops hate black people. But let's continue.
Get $20 off 5 cans of Zyn when you take the Zyn 10 challenge. Try it for 10 days.
Get in the car. Get in the car. I can't understand anyone that's on that team. Get in the car. Get in the car.
Well, clearly, thank God she's not at all hurt because she's still putting up a fight and resisting arrest. But let's continue.
Even while detained, it doesn't seem as though the woman has any interest in calming down. Bear in mind, this could have been a simple speeding ticket or even a warning if she'd cooperated. But now she's likely facing a whole host of other charges. And since
not to mention she lost her car. But let's continue.
She never handed over her license, police still have no idea who she is or why she might be acting this way.
Excuse me. Excuse me, can I talk to you? Excuse me, can I talk to you?
No, she's in the car.
Excuse me, can I talk to you?
Car. Get in the car.
Can I talk to
Put
you?
your car in there. Get in the car.
Can I please talk to you?
Car. Not right now. Get in the car.
Talking time is too late. It's too late for that. That's all the officer wanted to do in the offset. In the initial stop, that's what he wanted to do, talk. You don't run from the cop, almost hit him, almost hit another cop, put civilians in risk that has nothing, that don't know what's going on when you're in traffic driving recklessly, which you was pulled over for, by the way. Now is not the time to talk now. That time has passed, sweetheart. But let's continue.
Get your foot in the car.
I'm allowed to get my purse.
Get your foot in the car.
I'm allowed to get my purse. I'm allowed to get my purse. No. I'm allowed to get my purse.
And they love to tell the police officers what their rights are and what they're allowed to do. And they don't know this from reading, from going on the officer's website or going on the sheriff's website. They know this from TikTok and their brain dead friends and other people who have no common sense and no critical thinking. You have the right to do this. No, you don't. You don't have a right to do anything at this point. Ma'am, you're going to jail. Your belonging will be brought to you. You don't have a right to get anything out of the vehicle. That vehicle is a total loss.
That's the law.
At this point, the woman is under arrest and, contrary to her claim, she has no right to obtain her personal belongings at this time. Her personal effects will be taken and inventoried, then placed in caretaking custody at the local detention facility. The primary reason for this is officer safety. While he may have no right to search her purse, with the possible exception of obtaining her identification, he doesn't know if there are weapons inside her purse. No officer would hand a bag with unknown contents to a suspect under these circumstances, as it could seriously jeopardize the safety of the officer, other first responders, bystanders, and even the suspect herself.
Watch the blood.
Get
in the car. Get in the car.
Get my purse.
Get in the car.
Why can't I get
Get in the car.
I'm asking, can I get my purse? You get look.
Get in the car.
You get look inside my purse. I have nothing in my purse.
As a result of the woman granting officers permission to look in her purse, she's provided consent to a search without coercion or duress. Officers can now legally search it.
Turn that off.
Excuse me.
What? Sorry, LT, put her in the car.
My purse, please.
No.
My mom is 80 years old.
I don't care.
I get food.
Get in the car.
Put your legs in the car.
Can I please get my
Legs in the car. No! Put your legs in the car.
Why can't I get the
You're
right?
under arrest. You
But
don't
can
get
you
anything.
explain
No.
why?
Put your legs in the car.
Why can't I get my purse? Excuse me, I'm just asking for my purse. You can check my purse. I swear to God, I have nothing in my purse. You can check my purse.
I did a traffic stop. She's like, why'd you stop me? I was like, I have a right to stop you. You're driving reckless. She goes, well, you didn't stop me at the light. I'm like, oh, well. She goes, no, you can meet me at my house. Puts in the drive. Drives off while my arm is in there. Then she's dragging me.
Act badly, yo.
Yeah, so She pushing the park.
And another thing I want to say, and I always lose to say this at the beginning of my video, but I need to say this. I have to say this. And it's for anybody out there. We, in 2020, I mean, before 2020, they had body cams, you know, but everybody didn't have them. Like every officer on the force, maybe the sarge or maybe the lieutenant, and maybe a few regular guys, but everybody didn't have them. But after the George Floyd situation, everybody must, like, this not no if and oh, so no, everybody must have body cam, right? And so you're not going to be able to play these silly games anymore where you tell your lawyer one thing and it's his word against yours. No. It's going to be audio word. I mean, it's going to be video word against your word. And video, what we're looking at right now, is what's going to stand in court. So, you know, a lot of people, you know, and it was majority Black people who were kind of like pushing. We want body cam. So this is going to hurt a lot of Black people, because y'all think that y'all going to play these games and get money now. It's going to be hard. Y'all going to have to make sure that the cop violated your right, because everything is going to be on tape. I'm talking about a cop cannot even clock on and leave out the building. Even the desk workers got body cam. That's how serious it is. You know what I'm saying? And so now he telling this cop everything that happened truthfully. She's probably going to deny it, but it's not going to work because everything was video carded. But let's continue.
Backed up, I almost fall. Then she puts in the park again. She crashes, the fence is damaged over there. Oh, over there? Yeah.
Paramedics finally arrive and assess the woman in the back of the police car. It's determined that the officer involved in the altercation should also go to the hospital for assessment.
Got my purse.
Oh, you can't get your purse.
There's nothing in my purse.
Oh, no, bro. Yeah. She tried to hit you? She drove off with me. I'm in contact with her car. I opened up the door because I see she tried to put it in drive. Yeah. And she just takes off with me on the 5800 block. So puts in the drive, but she's like dragging me low-key. So then she stops it, bro, 2 times in the face, boom, boom. As she's driving off, don't hit me. Puts in the reverse, bro. The door pushes me, I almost fall. Then she puts in the drive again, crashes into the fence, takes off westbound. It looked like she rolled, but I don't know what she hit. That's the thing. She was told tree. That tree. Okay, right, that makes sense. It took the whole thing. Huh? So like a fender up there, like that. Yeah, she hit the fence. At the gate, right? Yeah, she hit the fence.
Police
Look like this whole force Black, but I digress.
later identified the woman driver as 26-year-old Krista Lee Tennant Parther. She'd been previously arrested twice in 2018, once for misdemeanor theft, then again a few months later for a third-class felony of grand theft. After visiting the hospital, Krista Lee was taken to Broward County Main Jail and booked for aggravated battery of a law enforcement officer, which is a first-class felony. She was also accused of fleeing with disregard to persons or property and driving with an expired license. Her bond was set at $5,000. Her case is currently pending, but so far, she's pled not guilty to all charges.
Okay, Shakira, let's play.
Well, that's going to be the end of that video, man. I thank y'all for taking time to watch me, your boy Vernon, out of here.